Hello everyone, welcome to Python bootcamp tutorial. I'm gonna open my command prompt. We're gonna looking at the lesson outline 3. So I'm gonna create that lesson outline 3. Let's enter into the lesson outline 3. Then we can then open our code. So we're there in lesson outline 3, looking at the if conditional statement. So it's good for us to know what is a conditional statement. So conditional statement are used to perform different actions on different conditions. When the condition is the block of code inside it is executed, if the condition is false, the block of code is skipped. So they enable us to make decision making programs. So this is the keyword for condition. They enable us to make decision making program. So that's what we are interested to do. So we see we have the if statement. So let's look at that, the if statement. To declare the if statement, we will say a variable and be an age. Then if the age number is greater than 18, we want to print you are eligible to vote. So let's do that now. So we save and we open our command prompt. We run our Python file. So we see it's giving us this. So but the problem we have is that if it's less than 7, we run our code and we see there is no result given. So the if condition only runs when the statement is true. So let's notify that. Runs when the block is what? True. So that's what it does. When the block is true, then your if conditions runs. So now let's see the if else conditions, which allows us to run a code when the condition is true and give us another block of conditions when the condition is false. So we are declaring the age 16 and we say the age is less than that, so you will not be able to vote, else you tell us you are eligible to vote. So let's see that. Sorry, I have not saved my work, so save that again. Then run. So you see, if now less than 16, instead of giving us a black line, it's able to print an answer for us and tell us that you are not eligible to vote. But if it's now 18 or 19, it will print you are eligible to vote. Can you see that? So that's the if condition. It runs where one condition is true and if it's false, it also gives us a response. So let's see the elif condition. So the elif conditions allow us to make multiple sequence and executable code when for the first two conditions. So let's say, for example, we continue with the age number which we started. Say age is equals to let's say 12. All right. So we want to declare when age is equals to or less than is equals to, when it's less than or equals to 15, we want to declare that you are a child, or LF if you are sorry, then if you are, we want to say you are a teenager, that's a good one. Then this and this and this. So problem we have is that we didn't declare the if statement here, so the if here. So then we can put our colon. So this is a condition that allows us to use our LF condition elif statement. You see, we can run this. If the condition is true, they tell us that we are a child. If the condition here is also true, it tells us you are a teenager, which is saying your age must be less than, no, should be greater than, if it's less than this, we retain the same thing. Let's say it's greater than 15, but it's nothing, but let's run first to see what's going on. Then, since you are an adult, so let's try this and say, running multiple various codes, so we'll comment on some. Let's comment on this one. Right. So hold your control and press slash to comment on that. Also come here and comment on this, so we don't have multiple code running. So we'll come back here and type our Python. So you see you are a child. So come back here and say 16. See you are a teenager. So you see that, then we'll come back here and type 18. 19, sorry. So let's save that. So we'll come back again and run. See, you are an adult. So it helps us to make a condition continually. We can keep making a condition of the statement again and again and again and again. And you can write more here and say if age is less than, or let's say greater than or equals to 65, with, you see that we can adding a lot of elif and be going in this statement. So this is how you write your if and else statement. So let's see the next part. Let's minimize this and comment on this. Let's see the very easy if and else statement always use. We have the shorthand statements that allows us to write a single line of code for if the statement is true. So or if the statement is false. So let's see that. So we are going to go with age equals to 20. Then we want to be able to declare the condition. So we need to understand that if we are using the if conditions, we'll be able to write a block code like this. We'll say if age is greater than or equals to 18, we want a result to be given. So this is a short, and this enables us to run a code in a line if we know that we don't want a response of whether it's false or whether it's more than one. We can use the shortcut of the if and just give a result plainly. But we can also give a shorthand f if by also declaring this, and so it allows us to write a single line of code giving us a statement. So the rules is simple. For this, the rules is simple. What it means is that if a condition, let me comment on this, sorry. If a condition is true, print. That's what this tells us, alright? But in this, it tells us print. So we see print comes first, sorry. Let's comment on that. Print comes first, then the a conditions, alright? So, or true s print. So it's true, that's what it gives to us. If a condition is true, it prints first if a condition is true, then also prints again first if a condition, s condition is not what true. So you see, it gives us the where to do statement. So we see we are printing first if this condition is certain, we print first if this condition is certain. Then if not x, we print again. So you see that. So that's what the rules are for single shorthand conditions. So we also have the nested if condition. So the nested if condition allows us to write a block of code inside another condition. So an if statement inside an if statement is called a nested condition. So we see we have age 22 and we have 18. So we can do a lot. So if this age 22 is here and we want to give it a print a vote attribute, we can easily do that. So then if this condition is certain, that way only this condition can be run. If this condition is not certain, this condition cannot be run. So, and if this condition is certain and this condition is false, we want to give a response to it. So we'll come down here and add our else if right here, and we can say anything we want. We can say, okay, you are not eligible to drink. All right, but you are eligible to vote, you are not eligible to what? To drink. So we can come back here and give our else statement, and you can see you are not eligible to vote. So we can come there and also give our else statement. So see, this enable us to make several conditions on this node. So if I say print now this, let's comment on the previous one. Comment on this, and also comment on this. So if I come back here and say see, I have then comment in field. So let's clear all this. and run again. So you see, it's telling me you are eligible to vote and you are also eligible to what? Drink, because it's more than 21. But if we put it on 19 right here, though it's eligible to vote, it's not eligible to what? Drink. See that? Enable us to make proper decision using the nested if statement. Alright, thank you. See you in the next tutorial.